What are the 5 things you're most excited about around Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies in 2022? What are the 5 things that you're like, bam, I'm super excited to see this stuff happen?
Well, Bitcoin, CryptoFunks, Bored Apes, buying planets in the Metaverse, um, and regulatory clarity. I think I'm excited about that kind of stuff.
All right,
now.
let's go in reverse.
Look. I'm a Bitcoin money maximalist.
What does that mean?
It just means that I think Bitcoin is good money. It's like it's an insurance wealth policy, and I'm totally in, 100% in. But I don't think Bitcoin solves everything. So I am looking around at different projects. I've always been interested in tinkering. So, my Bitcoin maximalist friends, those toxic guys, they just think I've gone brain dead, full galaxy brain when I talk about this other stuff, but I'm interested in it. So, I'm a holder of CryptoPunks and CryptoFunks and Bored Apes. And, I think that there's something there. I think there's a cultural shift. There's a group of people that don't care about the programmatic monetary policy of Bitcoin. They don't care about good money. They're in it for a lifestyle, and they identify with these cultural movements, and they like video games and stuff. So look, I'm older now, but I'm still interested in this space, and when I say I'm older now, I think I'm an older Bitcoiner. I'm a guy who has assets and a house with chairs. A lot of Bitcoiners talk about like sell your chairs for Bitcoin, excuse me. Like I don't want to do that. I want to have a car and a house, and I want to go on vacations, and I also want to have Bitcoin.
So when you think about Bitcoin as one of the 5 things, that's kind of a self-explanatory. Regulatory clarity, I think, is another one that's self-explanatory. But you mentioned 3 things there in the middle. You said CryptoPunks, CryptoFunks, and would you say Bored Apes, I think?
Bored Apes.
Right? Explain more about those 3 things. Why are those 3 of the 5 things that you're excited about in 2022?
Yeah, so CryptoPunks are kind of like OG Ethereum-based JPEGs or PNGs. And they kind of rug pulled the holders of those. So I'm an owner of CryptoPunks. They're worth a lot. I think the floor is like 70 Ethereum or something like that. So what is that, $230,000 or something along that way? They sold the IP to a third party, and I found it to be really weird. So they almost like took the value away from the people who owned this asset. And it caused a lot of people to think. One of the groups that I think did something interesting was a group called that invented or produced something called CryptoFunks. They took CryptoPunks and they flipped them the other way. So they're just facing the other way. They're exactly identical to CryptoPunks, but not identical in any form or fashion because they're flipped the other way. And they're kind of challenging a lot of DMCA and claims around copyright and what are your rights to these images. And I've enjoyed the exploration of that, Pomp. And then finally, Bored Apes, they lay claim to giving you the IP and the right to actually go out and commercialize your ape. So you could launch a clothing line with that image and sell it. As long as you hold it, you apparently have some rights and privileges associated with that. I think that's really interesting. Again, this is anyone can click these images, and then anybody can sue anybody for anything, obviously. So that remains to be seen how defensible these positions are in court. But it's really interesting to me to dive down this copyright licensing, trademark kind of situation as a holder of some of these JPEGs.